Good morning. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. As soon as I take my one of my hands off the leash, all of a sudden he goes into swerve mode. He's a very high energy, playful, loving, happy dog. This doofus right here. And he kind of snowed me and my wife after my dog passed. And I am the kind of person, I need a dog in my life, so take from that what you will. We went to the we knew that my old dog was gonna die. He'd been dealing with his kidney issues for a long time. We had him on pills, and we had changed his diet and did all sorts of wonderful stuff to try to help him through it. And you know, at the end, we just saw that it was time, and you know, he was just suffering. It wasn't good for him. So, but prior to that, we'd been going to check out the animal shelters, because, you know, if you're going to get a new dog, I am a strong proponent of adopt, don't shop, at least until you run out of dogs to adopt, and then by all means shop away. But of course you do you, because, you know, you have to be happy with the dog you pick, and all dogs deserve a good home. So if you have to buy one to find the dog you want, then there you go. My ethics aren't your ethics, is essentially what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to make my ethics your ethics. Anyway, been going to animal shelters looking, and hadn't really found the right dog. My previous dog, I mean, it was just absolutely love at first sight. Him to me, me to him. It was meant to be. Someday I might tell you about it on Ramblin while Amblin, but today is not that day. Anyway, it was a few days after my dog passed that we ended up finding this fine fella in Bradshaw Animal Shelter. I had some pretty specific criteria that I was looking for, or at least I thought I had pretty specific criteria I was looking for. My general requirements are short hair, because I hate fur bunnies rolling across the floor. So short hair, it's easier to maintain and all that fun stuff. I was preferring a dog about, you know, 25 to 35 pounds. And did you get all wrapped up? You did, huh? We're gonna untangle you. There we go. All right. And then I was looking for a medium energy dog, because I like to go for walks and things like that. And by the time my dog had passed, it took us about. I mean, he was a slow mover. He didn't have a lot of energy, and you know, I was like, I don't want that. So medium energy dog is what I was looking for. So we went to Bradshaw, and this charming, fresh-faced young lad right here, he winked at me, and I'm like, ooh, this is a good-looking dog. And then the sign on his kennel just sold it. They're like, this dog is super-duper potty trained, and you need to remember to take him out, because he won't pee in the kennel. And I'm like, oh my God. If ever there was a sign, that's the sign to get a dog adopted. I don't have to potty train it. What? So there's somebody else who had requested time with him, because he's a good looking dog, prior to us. And we're like, well, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But we had our name on the list to take him out when they were done. So it turns out they didn't adopt him, so, you know, lucky us. And good morning. And come on. No, relax. Relax. So we got him out in the little play area, and oh, just such a good dog. Medium energy, a little bigger than I wanted. He was about 55 pounds when we got him. 58, I think, somewhere in there. And you could see his spine on his back. He was skinny. Well, like, yeah, you know, he's like super mellow, super friendly, medium energy, perfect, just perfect. So we put the adoption paperwork through, and we were gonna pick him up in like 3 days from or 4 days. Yeah, we adopted him on the 24th, picked him up on the 27th of October. So I was working or something. I don't remember exactly what was going on, but my wife had to pick him up, and or no, she came and got me. No, she picked him up. Yeah, she picked him up, and then she was waiting for me to pick me up. And I remember meeting this dog who had just gotten his nuts removed, and he was supposedly had just been under anesthesia, and this dog was a ball of energy, just holy crap. And my wife and I were like, well, maybe he's just having a different reaction to the anesthesia. Maybe he'll calm back down again to that dog we met. And he never has. He never has. We take him to puppy play care a couple times a week to let him burn off his energy. Theoretically, it doesn't really work, but he enjoys the hell out of it, so we keep doing it. But while they love him there, because he is all love and play and happy, not a mean bone in his body, they have trouble finding dogs to put him with, because he wants to play and wants to play and wants to play long past their desire to play back. We are desperately hoping that he mellows out. But you know, he's like the child that you have, you know, the child that you have that's constantly getting in trouble with the police. You're like, well, he's a good boy. He's got a good heart. Yes, it's you. You got a good boy with a good heart, huh? You're a good boy, huh? Speaking of good boys, yet again, another veiled threat about my language. Oh my. Somebody's going to report me to the bar or report me to my employer because I made fun of Luck Foyers. Yeah, I don't believe it. I think so anyway. I just saw it on my phone this morning, and I can't see the comments, so either it was deleted or it's caught in a spam filter and I haven't had a chance to rescue it yet. But here's a hint for you kitties out there. I don't give two shits about what you want to report me to the bar for. There's a form available on the California State Bar website, and I'm sure they would really totally care that I made fun of Luck Foyers. I'm sure that they'll drop everything to go check it out. And well, I'm not going to advertise where I work. I'm sure that you can figure it out. My name has appeared on pleadings for this employer, and if you really wanted to, I'm sure you could find it out. I mean, how much time do you have? How much of a loser are you? But at the end of the day, one thing that has made me incredibly happy with this particular employer is that he is very, very pro free speech. It was love at first sight, if you will. So absolutely feel free. If you figure out who he is, call him up, have a chat with him. I am sure you'll get about 10 seconds of conversation out before he hangs up on you. So, because that's the way he is. He's a cool dude. He's definitely he identifies as a bulldog, and he certainly is. But yeah, I am pro free speech, and if you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. You don't have to watch it, but if you're going to try to tone police me or try to control what I say, how I say it, what I say about, then, well, there's the door. And as my friend High Desert Community Watch would like to say, you can kick rocks. Because I haven't taken down anything I've put up. It's all there. Enjoy it. If you think I'm building a record that I'm ashamed of, well, I am ashamed of some of the legal conclusions I've drawn in the past videos, but they're still there too. And if you think that I'm actually like against disabled people, then one of the things as a lawyer would do to defend himself against charges like that is point to the way I've treated Mr. Potter. I think I have been nothing but fair and kind to Mr. Potter. And Pete from Desert Sentinel. Again, I have been nothing but fair and kind to Pete. There must be a difference between Mr. Potter, Pete, and Luck Foyers. Again, I'm assuming this is who we're talking about because, again, either the comment was deleted or it's caught in a spam filter somewhere, and I can only read the beginning of it where I am being admonished for being mean to people with mental disabilities. And I know Luck Foyers claims to have PTSD from the sale of his home. I sincerely doubt it. I think PTSD is being abused by doctors and by unscrupulous persons like Luck Foyers, who, yes, I am calling unscrupulous. He is unscrupulous. And he knows my address. He can sue me, I guess, if he thinks that. But I've also seen all of his lawsuits, and I'm pretty certain that he would be wasting time and money, I guess, coming down here to sue me. And although I guess that would be a good thing overall, because then he'd have to, since he doesn't have a car anymore and he only has his bus, he'd end up having to move his bus and or abandon it, at which time the Portland Police Bureau, doesn't that sound like a 1950s thing? The Portland Police Bureau. Anyway, they'd have the opportunity to either have his bus gone from where it has been malingering for so long, or they would have the opportunity to tow it without his "I'm a victim" ass inside of it. Yeah, I have no pity, no sympathy for him. You know, your mileage may vary. I think empathy is a wonderful thing in moderation, and if you are putting in the work, like if you come to me and you need help, first thing I'd be like, okay, what are you doing about it? Are you investing in this? Are you working towards a solution? I mean, if you just need a bump to get you over the top, okay. But if you're just chilling at home on your sofa, I was upper management for a lot of years. And I had hiring and firing powers, and I'd meet people at, you know, go to the gas station, and somebody comes up, hey man, you got a couple bucks? You know, I'm unemployed. I'm like, oh, you know what? Here's my card. I will work you hourly. I will work you for cash. You come in, you be here at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I will work you for at least 8 hours. And I will pay you $10 an hour, which, you know, this was 5 years ago. It wasn't bad. It was well above minimum wage, and it would have been cash. And I wouldn't have cared if he gave me a fake social security number, because that's how I'd roll. And he'd make 80 bucks. And I'd get, you know, really terrible quality work out of him. But at the end of the day, he would be investing into it. Never once had any of them come in and actually show up to work. Not once. So, anyway. Big fan of free speech. You're not going to silence me. I don't care about your veiled threats. Dogs are awesome. Even when they're high energy. We have a feeling that we weren't the second people to see him in the playtime. We were probably like the fourth or fifth, because he's a beautiful dog and he's a great personality, and he was very, very well potty trained. So we have a feeling that they had run the excitement out of him prior to us getting a chance to see him. That's why he appeared to be a medium energy dog when he was just a really, really high energy dog that was really, really tired and probably undernourished. His mama loves him good, and she likes to show her love with food, and she took good care of his being underweight. You can't see his spine on him anymore. He's like 75-ish pounds, I think. But he's right where he needs to be on weight, so we take good care of him. As far as the cooked bones versus raw bones, internet research is fun and all. I don't put a whole hell of a lot of stock in it. You could probably find a study to support damn near anything you want. If you are going to tell me that cooked bones are more likely to splinter than raw bones, my wife has gotten the frozen bones before, the frozen soup bones for this dog and the previous dog. Not often, obviously, but they splinter real good. And rib bones, I've never seen them splinter. At least not the short beef rib bones. I guess they could, but anyway, all I'm saying is that either one can splinter, and I'm not terribly worried about it. If the vet tells me otherwise, then otherwise. He doesn't get a lot of bones and hasn't had any issues. Dogs have been eating bones forever. Could they choke on one? Absolutely. You could choke on a piece of steak too, so just remember that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.